Yo, 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 welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Niall Frazier. And you already know, man, got some things to talk about. But before we get into anything, man, if you could, please like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe, man. You already know. And before we get into anything, man, Shark Gang Perp, I have heard nothing from this young man yet. Hopefully you see this video, my boy. You are the winner of the No Cut Sports jersey giveaway. I'm going to put my information in the description, or you can find it in one of my other videos. But reach out to me on Twitter or DM me. I'll put my email in there too as well, man. So so you ain't got no excuses. But if I don't hear from you by Friday, my boy, I'm going to have to spin that wheel again. So, excuse me. So moving on, man. Let's get into what we need to get into today. I don't want to hold y'all too long. But as you know, this is the off season. Not too much news comes out. But I do have a few things that we do need to talk about today. Especially with Shawn Stevens. Shawn Stevens is the cousin of Joey Porter Jr. or Joey Porter. They both played for the Steelers, so my thing is this. He comes from a very a talented family, so that already says a lot. But I've been watching some of his highlights. I didn't get to watch too much. But he seems like some type of a ball hawk, man, and he runs a sub 4.4. So I don't know if it's going to be a death piece or it's going to be a I know he's not starting over Quinyon or anybody like that, but for sure he's going to be a decent depth piece. We do have we have a very, 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 very deep corner room now. Tyler Hall, we don't really even talk about him all like we need to talk about. McPherson, he's coming back from an injury, and Bradberry. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that one. So stay tuned. But a lot of different corners. Even Darius Slade, man, he's getting older, so you never know, man. I know he got another year under his contract. But who knows what goes? Who knows what happens with that? So we'll see. But we'll see what happens. But Shawn Stevens, I do like for the simple fact that, and it's not even for his skills on the field, man. His mom had a heart attack, and he ended up missing 2 years of school, taking care of his mother. And I love my mom. I love my parents dearly, regardless of what go on with them. But I just thought that was very commendable. Because he put his dreams on hold. And, sometimes your parents put their dreams on hold to have you, I know my parents probably had dreams and stuff like that. And then they ended up having me, my sister and whoever else, my brothers and things like that. So, yeah, man. So he put his dream on hold for a little bit to take care of his mom after she had a heart attack. And like I said, I thought that was very commendable of him. But then as he tried to go back to school, He couldn't get eligibility from NCAA, so there was no reason why. They just never gave him eligibility, and I think he tried it twice. And he had the talent to go to Purdue, and I forget the other college. So they were both D1 colleges. So that says to me that he does have the skills to pay the bills. You know what I mean? But I think we do have a very, very good problem right now with the cornerback situation. As you know, Darius Slay, he's getting older, but And I know everybody's saying Darius Slay is a lock for cornerback, and I'm not trying to be rude by saying this, but he was the best corner last year. Yeah, he's not a bad corner, but Darius Slay is he's older now, man. And I know Quinyon's probably gonna step in for him because he's kind of like a carbon copy. And they're talking about moving Cooper DeJean. That came out today. That's another thing we needed to talk about. Cooper DeJean moving to the outside corner. Now, I don't know if he's going to start outside corner or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do yet, but they said that's where he's probably going to be starting off his career at. Excuse me. So that's good to see, because that means that they're both showing. And like I told y'all, I seen some of the tape that came out from the rookie mini camps. When I tell you them young men have some fluid hips and movement, it's going to be a no-fly zone in Philadelphia coming soon, man. I'm telling y'all. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they do with the older corners, but it's a youth movement. I do feel as though if they feel like they can move on from Darius Slay come maybe middle of the season before the trade deadline, maybe they do. Especially if he's not playing up to performance and things like that. I think not Darius Slay. I think Bradberry is a post June 1st cut, because I watched the New Heights podcast. Right now, y'all know Jason Kelsey is tapped in with the Philadelphia Eagles organization. He knows Bradberry. He just played with him for the last 2-3 years, so he knows Bradberry. This man didn't name Bradberry not one time when he talked about him in his podcast about the secondary, okay? And then as you remember, Bradberry kind of put up after the season like he was leaving out the stadium or something like that. So it's kind of signs are kind of pointing that he's probably going to be up out of there soon. I guess they're just trying to figure out, how they're going to do it, how they're going to move him. Trading post June cut. I think the post June cut they saved some money. I can't really remember how much it was, but it was like a nice little piece of change. But I think they do have to carry some of that dead cap over and they might be able to split the dead cap. But if it is a dead cap hit, they can split the dead money up over a certain amount of years. So that shouldn't hurt us too bad. But I think that the Eagles, Jeffrey Lurie, and all those other guys, the organization within itself, weren't happy with a lot of things that occurred last season, especially in that latter half, between the coaching, between the players' performance on the field. They even showed Jeffrey Lurie up in the skybox, was it the Bucks game, whatever the case may be. Didn't look happy. So my thing is this. You can clearly see that it's been some changes, it's been different talks about, moving in different directions from different people, from different philosophies. And I really do like that they're doing that because, like I said, it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with being wrong. It's only when you stay wrong. You don't understand what I'm saying? So if they were going to continue down that same path and be like, you know what, we're going to keep doing this, they went in there and they were like, we need to do this, we need to do that. We can't keep carrying these older players, going out here free agency trying to sign, linebackers on one year deal. It don't work like that. So they went in the draft, looked at what they needed, got Quinyon Mitchell, fell to us, Cooper DeJean fell to us. You get a third-round pick in Jalix Hunt. But then even the later picks, Shipley. People talking about I forget who said that, talking about he might be a bad pick. I don't think he's going to be a bad pick, bro, because my thing is this. He's running behind the Eagles line, bro. He's running behind the best O-line in the NFL, okay? So I don't think that's ever going to be a problem. And I think Will Shipley's a dog, and he's a dual threat. So I really do feel like he can back up Saquon Barkley, but then even the Bull Milton, short yard dog. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? They got two dogs back there. But then you go out here and go get a Nye Smith and Johnny Wilson. Nye Smith definitely could be wide receiver 3. Definitely could be wide receiver 3. You know what I'm saying? I know he got a hairline fracture. I don't think he got to participate too much in the mini camps, but yeah, dog. And then you get a big target guy, red zone guy, probably if he can get his hands right. And Johnny Wilson. You know what I'm saying? He need to clean up some of his route running a little bit. I did see, but he can get down. He can get down for his size. So we gonna see what they do with that. But then Trevor Keegan, no sacks, 3 years starting, best big man in his doing in his position. You feel what I'm saying? Or at least one of the best at his position. So what do you think that's telling me? He about to step in too. You feel what I'm saying? So they got a lot of decisions to make coming up before this season starts, man. Because they went out here and, like I said, they got a bunch of dogs. And they trying to make a run back at that Super Bowl again, man. But the biggest thing that we ain't really been talking about, and I don't see a lot of other people talking about it. They saying coaching. But let's talk about the coaching, man. What was it, Clint Hurt? I can't think of the big black boy. Excuse my French, but the big black guy. Y'all see Jordan Davis? Jordan Davis look like he got a 6-pack and abs. Okay, look like he got two packs and six and a 6-pack under that shirt, bro. You see how slim he is? Y'all don't think people really understanding what's going on. They go out here and go get the the cornerback coach from the Seahawks that turned Witherspoon. I forget the other guy's name. Both of them was all pros. And I think this was Witherspoon. Was that his rookie year? This is his rookie year, if I'm not mistaken. At least his second year. Because I know he ain't been in the league that long. Turned them into all pro. So what you think he about to do with Quinyon Mitchell? What you think he about to do with a Coupe DeVille, DeJean? You feel me? What you think he finna do with them? Come on, man. They not playing. And you already heard what the players were saying about Vic Fangio. They were just saying that because they didn't want to put their work in. So Vic came back to Philly because you know what? He knew the caliber of players up here. They was gonna put their work in. See, they was out there in Miami on that BS, out there having a good old time instead of trying to put that work in. You gotta work, man. Especially these younger guys, because you don't want them coming in here thinking this is some type of like it's sweet. Nah, man, you have to be all the way into it, man, to win the championship in the NFL. This is not college. This is not college no more, man. You got to be all the way into it if you're going to do this. And y'all going to make a run back to that Super Bowl. So, Yeah, man. I know I got off topic, but this the rant. This the rant. But if you liking what you hearing so far, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe. And I'm trying to get these viewers up, trying to get these subscribers up. So yeah, man. But I think the Eagles are really in a position to, if they're not one of the top 5 teams, top 3 teams right now in the NFL, I don't know who is. I know people are talking about Green Bay, and they had a great draft as well. But I think that Jordan Love, he balled out against Dallas and all that. I give him that. No disrespect, but I still think Jordan Love and them still got some time. They got to get some things. They got to get some things together as well. I have to say they're not gonna come out here and be good, but I do know the Eagles probably gonna get their number in Brazil. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that. They didn't show Jalen Hurts and Saquon for the first time handing the ball off. Talking about the caption was "Get used to it." Better believe it. Get used to it. Get used to it. They went out here and they signed everybody that they needed to sign on the offense. When all these other players around the league still waiting on contracts, who's gonna get the biggest deal? Who's gonna get this? Now they got that out the way so they can focus on what they need to focus on. So they can keep the main thing. What? The main thing. You feel me? A Super Bowl. You go out here, look at the caliber of each of the draftees that they picked. Look at the caliber of player. Like I just told you, this Shawn Stevens was just taking care of his mother from a heart attack. Will Shipley, brain tumor and overcame a brain tumor in high school. Trevor Keegan, I like to hit people. That's why I wear this for stingers. I like to hit people. Come on, man. Anai Smith, undersized, but I play above my height. I'm a dog. Come on. Jalix Hunt. Smart, went to Cornell. People passed over him too, because my thing is this. A lot of people thinking he might be, he could be a gem or he could be, something else. A Jag. Just a guy. I don't think so. Because I was sitting there watching him in his rookie mini camps getting around. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what Vic might see. I got to keep it real, man. And it's like I've been looking at the different schemes for the defense and for the offense. And I know I was sitting there and I made an uneducated guess. I was being a fool. Should have kept my mouth shut, because my thing is this. I got to be a man and admit that I was wrong. Got to admit that I was wrong. If this comes together the way it should be, because they got on both sides for each scheme, for the offensive scheme, for the defensive scheme, they got the players. They most definitely got the players now. Got the players. How we went out and made sure that the offense was already good, but then he even added to the offense for Kellen Moore. I'm watching Kellen Moore's like I said, I can only really watch. I've been watching more Dallas, because I feel like the Dallas team was more comparable to the Eagles than the Chargers, and the Chargers ain't got a big enough sample size for me anyway. But my thing is this. He had more years with Dallas. And I'm sitting here watching how he opens, because don't get me wrong, Dak's a decent quarterback. I don't think he's better than Jalen Hurts, okay? I'm going to just say that right now. When the big moment, and the only reason why I say that is because when the big moment comes, we've seen what Jalen would do in the Super Bowl. Jalen fumbled and came out after the second half and threw a touchdown to, what was it, Smitty or AJ? I'm not worried about Jalen. But Dak gets flustered when them times come, as you can see from his playoff records. He gets flustered with certain stuff happens to him. So I want to see what Kellen Moore does with this offense, because the Cowboys offense, and we can't deny this, but it's always been for the last few years, it's been a decent offense, okay? They've ranked it, it's always been like the top 5. But with the players that they have here in the Eagles, what do you think he's finna do with them? He used to play. Kellen Moore used to be a quarterback for Boise State, but he's also the son of a coach. And I told you, I sat there and I watched. This is so old, because this is when he was coming out of Boise State. So y'all remember when John Gruden would do the quarterback camps, and he sit down with the quarterback in the room and they break down film. When he's sitting there, when Kellen Moore, and this is young Kellen Moore, he's sitting down there and he's breaking down the film as what was he? Probably like 19, 20 years old at the time. Who knows? But he's breaking this film down. And I'm like, he don't see the field like a regular quarterback because of his coaching background. But then also, he don't care what defense you put out there. He don't cover 4, cover 6, cover 2. Like, he don't care. He don't care because he always finds a way to scheme somebody open. He's going to get Jalen in rhythm enough, but he's going to get Jalen in rhythm earlier than what Brian Johnson was doing. Then some of his plays have different variations off the play. So, yeah, you might think it's a jet sweep, but it's a variation of a jet sweep where something else might happen. You might get a trick play where your wide receivers or your running back is throwing down the field. So it's so much trickery, it's so much emotion. It's giving Jalen time to process what's going on the defensive side so he can make the correct decisions. Because we already know that's all Jalen needs. He just needs somebody to scheme open who he needs to get open, but then give him time to be able to read the defense. Oh, this player's right here. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, that player's over. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna motion this man this way. So he ain't move. Oh, they in zone. Oh, he moving with him. Oh, they playing man on him at least. You feel what I'm saying? So he's gonna, and I said that in one of my videos. Brian Johnson did not unleash Jalen Hurts like he should have. Kellen Moore should be able to unleash that dual threat package in Jalen Hurts where he looks like the 2022 season Jalen. Not this. Yes, he looked bad this year, but he still had an okay year. I know people saying, oh, he needs to play better. Yeah, he need to play better. We know, but we had issues with the coaching. Y'all seen them route trees that Brian Johnson was drawing up for Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. You are crazy. Taking me forever to get open. The name of the game is speed, like speed and time. Like, you got to keep, like, come on. What we doing? Bow, hit him. I don't got time to wait in the pocket. The pocket only probably going to be open for 2 seconds, maybe 3, if that, before it gets to collapse and I got to bail out this joint and make something happen. Luckily, Jalen can do that, and he has that ability to do that. But sometimes you do want him to sit in the pocket and have a clean pocket, clean pass. A little short pass, over a little dump off pass, or he can hit somebody deep from the pocket. But my thing is with Kellen Moore, he's going to be able to do that with this team. Same thing with Vic Fangio. We went and got 2 of the best corners you could possibly find in the draft. Okay, fast and can cover zone, quick too. It's quick. You might think you got them beat, but they got that recovery speed, bro. So if they can get right, this is going to be one of the scariest Eagles teams ever. This might be the scariest team that the Eagles have ever put together. This team looked like it was put together because they had a crazy chip on their shoulder. Somebody is mad up there in that daggone organization, and you can't tell me otherwise. You 3 points away from winning the Super Bowl, and then you have a crazy season this past season. Yeah, some things done changed up there, man. I'm telling y'all. So with that being said, it's your boy Nah from the No Cut Sports Podcast. I always appreciate my followers or my subscribers viewing, watching, but please like, comment, and share this to some of your friends because we gonna keep it rocking, man. Some things from the change around here, boy. I'm telling y'all, man. So, like I said, man, it's not from No Cut. Y'all already know. Go Birds, baby.